So we have some major updates to the setup today. Not only do we have updates to my setup, but we're gonna be helping Joe today with some updates to his. We are just knocking out stuff left and right this week. Let's get into it. All right, so since I couldn't find an ultra wide, I ended up putting the 4K monitor over here. So I've been using the big giant island that I got from IKEA as a workbench, and boy, is there enough room for it. So for about 3 days now, I've been testing out this computer. I've been testing out this setup. Right now I have this monitor shut off, so that way everything works over here while I edit. But so far it's really comfortable. I really like sitting here and streaming and then going over here and editing once everything's done. And then we have this dope setup in the background for the stream. By the way, this light ended up running all the way from that back wall to behind the desk all the way over here. Highly recommend that and this light stand right here. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description. Also, by the way, I've edited the last couple of my videos, my uploads for my channel and for Joe's channel on this PC right here versus the MacBook. And oh my God, is the render time on these newer CPUs and GPUs incredible. It took me literally 1 minute to render out a 8-minute long 1440p 60 FPS gaming video at the highest settings. So I think I might be switching back to PC for all my creative work. Anyways, I have to head out and help Joe with some stuff today, so let's get into that. As most of you may know, Joe already has a pretty dope setup as is, but he's essentially just got one big giant desk and he uses everything on one side anyways, but he wanted a lot of depth to the desk so that way he could stack both PCs on it. And right now he just wants to kind of optimize the space that he has in his loft. So we need to double check and look at it, but I'm thinking if we essentially give him the same layout that I have right now, which is a 96-inch long desk and then another 5-foot desk for the L shape, I think that should be more than enough room to put both of his PCs, put all of his like audio gear and whatnot, then have all the room still for 3 monitors. That's the toughest thing when it comes to setups, especially when you're a streamer and you have dual PC setups. All the cables, all the mounts, all the audio hardware, like you could have the dopest desk in the world, but you'll end up using so much of the space faster than what you'll realize. All right, so I just met up with young Josephine. Why did I start calling you Josephine Lola?
I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it still sounds good.
It sounds like you're almost like a part of a duchess or like a prince.
Josephine?
Young Josephine.
Josephine.
Yeah, oh, we're a little Italian. We just got done eating lunch. We met like halfway. We still gotta go to his house, do all the setup stuff. Stopped by the mall real quick, out with the cats, getting some content. One thing that Joe and I are really trying to take advantage of is like, if we have the opportunity to be around each other, it's like, how can we help each other out with content? Especially when it comes to the cars, because it's just so easy for us to like park next to each other, cruise around with each other. If you guys didn't know, I actually have a car vlog channel that I've been recording a lot of that stuff on. But yeah, real quick before we head to his house to get his setup changed around, we're just gonna snap some quick photos, get some little B-roll for our grams, constantly be on the content grind. Okay, so this is the setup that Joe's currently rocking right now. As you guys can see, the desk is a lot thicker, and that's because he's got these 2 large cases for his dual PC gaming setup. So he wanted enough room to put both those on there. On top of that too, he's rocking 3 monitors, so he wanted to have enough space to have all the arms, everything for cameras. Also, previously he was using the Elgato key light as well, so he wanted to have enough space for that. But recently we got him a big old soft box, a big old soft lantern dome, and he's only using a fraction of the desk anyway. So what we essentially want to do is give him more room by eliminating the space from the computers. And then what are you gonna, so eventually we're gonna be changing out the desk, right? But obviously not today.
Eventually, but now I'm trying to kind of clean up the like normal space in general, because I feel like I should have way more room for stuff, but I can't because the computer's on the desk. Relax, bro. And then it's just like kind of crazy at the moment. So basically, I'm trying to move everything over and just move this off the desk, where like I'm centered and like I have way more space for things. I feel like it's kind of cluttered. So
you've picked up the IEMs from the reviews that I've done, right? And now you have an insane pair. What brand are you currently using right now?
The 64 Audio A6Ts.
Now, one pair of those, how much are they a pop?
I think they're like 1,600 or like $1,200 a pop, like per pair, and I'm like, that is crazy.
Now, take in mind, Joe's doing a potential partnership with them, right? Like they sent you these, right?
Yeah, I would never.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Are they like the original ones that you bought off my link? They were $50. Like, are you paying $1,550 more for a pair like that over?
I couldn't really tell because COD's audio is so bad. So it's kind of like, I haven't really got like a good test yet because of how bad Warzone's audio is. It doesn't even like matter at all. Like it's really pointless. So
Yeah, they do sound good though.
yes, very good.
Dude, that is sick. Side note, Joe needed my help recording something today, and they sent out this Elgato green screen. This thing is actually pretty sick. Super easy to set up, straight out the box. What do you think, huh? What do you think? You approve? Yeah?
This right here is the Zoom at-home work call fit. Sitting down, no one would ever know that you're not in shorts, you know?
That's what, I mean, this is the type of gear that your supermodel girlfriend likes to see you in, right?
She's like, yeah, she's busy, but like she would tell you that if she was here.
I was gonna say, I haven't met her yet.
Yeah, she's just super modeling and all. It's just, she's just got a thing going on. It's tough.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe got all the PCs finally off the table. Now we are trying to figure out all the cables, where they lead, because a lot of cables are ran through these arms. I think the goal is we're gonna rearrange some of the monitors to give him a little bit more space, so that way he's a little bit more comfortable in this for the time being while this desk is here before he figures out if he wants to do an L shape. That's what I was saying earlier, is essentially his desk is two of mine stacked in front of each other, just a little bit smaller on each half. So if you see how far out the desk comes into the room, if he was to switch to an L shape like mine, he'd be able to move the desk closer to the wall here, thus giving him more space out here in the living room loft area. And then the L shape could come out right about here, and then he could put his computers on the background, still giving him plenty of room on the desk to put everything, and then maybe even having like a drawer unit. But you don't know if you said you don't like drawers.
They just kind of like look kind of tacky, and on top of that, like I don't want anything in drawers. I'll have like my controller on my desk and a drink, but like not to just like keep stuffing stuff in drawers.
Right, yeah. The key with the drawers is like all of the stuff that you got in the guest bedroom, like just wrapping that type of stuff up and putting it in there. Plus you're gonna like having camera batteries, having camera cables, having your microphone and stuff. That's what I put on all my drawers. The drawers that you got over there with the tools in the kitchen, just put all those in a drawer for your setup. So that way like you know where they are when you need them. But yeah, right now we're just laying out all the cables, trying to organize everything, take it all down. Joe's cleaning the desk, looking good so far. The thing that Joe has in his setup that I'm actually low-key jealous about. Quiet down there, we're trying to record a video. Anyways, Joe has this cup holder that attaches to the desk. I thought that was actually pretty dope. Yeah, so like all this stuff that you got on the bed, like all these cables, extra things, that could all go in the drawers. Exactly. This stuff just gives you anxiety, doesn't it? PCs on PCs. I think one thing that we're gonna do too is at some point I'm gonna help Joe, right? You're gonna get rid of the bed, you said. We talked about making this like almost a studio location, like getting an extra setup. Yeah, like doing something with this room. For anybody that doesn't know, this is not Joe's resident. This is Joe's office. Everything that you guys see here out there, he just put this bed in here in case like somebody stopped by and needed to crash here in Charlotte.
You got a room and hopefully a setup eventually, but
I mean, they do. It's just, you know, we got to like put something together. All right, everything off the desk. Joe just got done disinfecting it. I'm loving his idea. Joe's going to be doing both computers on the ground, and I'm so excited for all the comments on that say you're going to fry your computer.
Dude, it's on the carpet. It's not carpet. Dude, your PC's going to get screwed up. All right, man, don't worry, bro.
That's like this week. You guys know that Power GPU sent me out a computer as well. Well, in a vertical video, I purposely peeled the plastic off while it was running because there's an insanely large group of people online that actually think that while the PC's running, if you peel the plastic off, it will create a static discharge that will actually fry the PC. I don't know if there's actually been any proven study. I'm gonna take my chances. so we got everything set up for the best of our ability for now.
I had to get a couple things. I had to order a KVM switch because the biggest problem was my old setup, I had 2 keyboards and 2 mouses for each PC. But now I got a KVM switch, will be here tomorrow for Amazon Next Day, which is clutch because if you have an Amazon close by, you guys know, instead of 2-day, which is still insane, they have Amazon Next Day, which is like in the morning. And I just ordered it tonight, so crazy. But basically, I can plug in my keyboards to one thing and then I can press a button and it'll switch from PC to PC. So instead of having 2 keyboards, 2 mice or mouse, it helps it out a lot to just be more cleaner in general. And then obviously we moved the computers on opposite ends of the table and kind of have a more centered, focused setup. And I think it just cleaned up a ton of space now.
Yeah, and for anybody asking, no, none of this stuff is just gonna sit here. As you guys can see, we have everything going straight back from its devices. Joe ordered 250 Velcro ties. So we're gonna be organizing, or you're probably gonna end up doing most of that. All the cable management will be organized, but like one thing I love about Joe's setup is he doesn't put RGBs or lights underneath the desk, which honestly, like, I don't know, man, that shit's just kind of redundant. What's the point? Because honestly, as of right now, that doesn't look like there's a lot of clutter down there, and all lights do is bring out clutter. I mean, even this right here, as is, this looks clean. Like once you get all those cables cleaned up, again, like he just said, this mouse and keyboard won't end up being here. He was able to get rid of the key lights that were mounted in the background because we got him a real key light. This setup is looking dope. And then wait till we get one where we add the, dude, if you want, we could build you a custom desk.
That would be sick. That would be a sick
We could put your logo in it and everything. How many likes should my vlog hit today to make you a custom desk?
At least 1,000, at least. So the custom desk is expensive, so yeah.
There you go.